Hey guys, Matt here with Click Marketing. Let's go ahead and get into the training on our process for building a massive amount of reviews. Alright, so you can see that I've kind of wrote out a three-step process, and this is the same for pretty much any type of home service contracting. I mean, we're talking HVAC, plumbing, electrician, window blinds, spas, pools, window cleaning, gutter cleaning, painting, landscaping, remodeling, lawn care, pest control, disaster restoration, and cleaning services. You've got roofing, any type of contracting where you're going to the residential home and interacting with the consumer directly. That's where this works best. You can apply it to other things, but this has got some proven results. So first, let's understand there's three overall steps here and the reasons why you want to be generating the reviews. Now, step one is to focus on building your reviews on Google. And the reason for that is because that is going to be 90% of your new business discovery is going to come from Google in one way or another. So the more reviews that you have down here in this map pack here, the local results, and you show up, and that's going to set yourself apart from all your local competitions. And I'll put up, this is what it actually looks like. It's what Google, this is a drawing, it's not great, but so that's what you're looking at. And the idea is to get into the map portion of that and constantly rank in that area. A lot of people today, when they run into a problem, they get on their phone and they search. They look for, if you've got something where they need a contractor out there right away, they're pretty much looking for the first listing that, definitely serves the solution to their problem and is in your local area. And if there's a phone number there, I mean, it just makes it that much easier to get the inbound phone call so you guys can go ahead and quote the job. So the importance of Google is a priority, and reviews certainly help that. Now, I mentioned the second part of that on your website, and a lot of people, actually almost everybody, overlooks the importance of doing this. And that step is to, we have a software we use that's specifically for generating reviews and helping your website rank higher on Google. And what it looks like is this. You've got your service area map, and it shows where you've done jobs. It shows you where the reviews have been placed. So instantly when someone sees this, they see that you cover their local area. They know you do work in that area. And then if you've got it backed up with a ton of positive reviews, it's a no-brainer for them to at least call you. And if your quote comes in and it's what they're looking for, unless they're just shopping on price or something, and you get the job, it becomes very easy. And then another part of the platform is the job summaries that constantly, kind of like a feed, they constantly update here along with the reviews as they're coming in. Now, the cool thing about this, and again, the small percentage of people that are building reviews on their website are overlooking a huge advantage to doing it. And that is, if these reviews right here on your website have what's called, it's called schema, and that's a geek term for Google, but essentially it tells Google that these are reviews. And so Google will actually look at the star rating of those, and if you've ever searched Google for something and you saw a listing down here in just the organic results and it's got the little stars actually in the listing, that's what schema does. It tells Google these are reviews, here's the rating, and so that rating will show up on your actual website. Here's the first concern that everyone's like, well, what if I get that one bad review, or what if it's kind of a one-off thing and someone's unhappy. So before I explain the entire process, I just want to say that although you can't control these reviews, what you can do is you know who you want to ask. You can tell if the client is happy. And the other cool thing is if a review comes through, let's say a 3-star or less, it automatically routes that review to your customer service department so that they can try and resolve that issue or that problem before it actually gets posted to your website. So it does give you some time to hopefully make it right, and you shouldn't have any of those negative reviews. So just to interject that there. Now, I'll put up, this is what this page right here actually looks like this. A little bit better than my drawing here, but you can see that it's got the service map that shows where the jobs have been performed. It's got the little stars there, and then you've got the customer reviews down below, and then you have the job summaries and the check-ins, and those are accompanied with pictures. Now, another big part of a lot of the service contractors I talk to, they've paid for SEO, and they're essentially making, a monthly payment, and it ranges anywhere from $400 to $1,500 a month for good SEO, and the business owner doesn't really know what they're getting out of that service. They just get these kind of convoluting reports a lot of times to them, explaining their ranking and all that stuff. So what this platform does is you actually you get to see all this stuff happening in real time. And here's the deal with the job check-ins. And this gets on to step 3. Now, when let's say this is your service tech, or it's you if you're a one-man show, or if you're just out in the field as well, doing installations and doing some of the work yourself, you go to the home or business that you're going to be servicing. Now, while you're doing that work, what you do is you log into your app, and this is an app that we set you up with, and I'll show you a picture of what it looks like here. And essentially you check in. Now, while you're there, you write a quick little job summary, and you put your keywords in there. So you may be doing a complete remodel, or you may be doing a spa installation, or putting in a jacuzzi or something. Whatever type of work that you do and whatever type of keywords that you go after, you go ahead and type that in. You can take a picture of the work when it's all done, and you submit that job check-in. So what that does in real time is that will update on your website in real time, which Google loves that for SEO and these maps. When your website is constantly updating with relevant information, Google absolutely loves that. Now, here's the other cool thing. Because your service tech is using a phone, and he's out in the field wherever he's at whatever residence, and he's checking in from there, Google knows where that location is through their location services. Google knows everything. And so it pinpoints where that job was done. Again, awesome for ranking in the local map, because Google sees that you do that type of work. They see the location that you do it for. This is huge if you service let's say this is a town right here, and all of these are little suburb towns, but you service that area, but your website is built for the city that you're in. You don't necessarily have a page built for all these little cities, and that's what this software does. Is it builds keywords for each of those little cities. So now you have someone that's maybe doesn't live directly in your town. They maybe live 10 miles away in another smaller city or suburb or whatever, and they type in keyword plus their city, now because Google knows that you do work in that area, now they're showing you in the local map. So that's pretty cool if you're really trying to grow your business and you're expanding into other areas. This will explode that effort, and it's a lot more high functional than paying an SEO to do a bunch of work, because your techs are already out at the location. It takes less than 30 seconds for them to check in once the job's complete. I mean, it really takes no time at all, and it's super simple. And so that has all the SEO benefit and the ranking benefit of that. Now, step 3 is the work is done. You're talking with the homeowner. They look happy. They're really happy with the work that you've done. They're excited. That is the time to ask for the review, and you can frame it a few different ways. We found asking them for a survey is kind of a different way of putting it, but the rates at which the consumer actually fills it out has been a lot higher. So, Mr. Customer, would you mind leaving a survey or filling out this short survey for me? What works best for you? Email, or I can text it directly to you. Depending on who it is, they may prefer one or the other. A lot of people like the mobile thing. You can just shoot it right to them in a text. Now, what's cool is you can actually build the survey to where they give you a star rating on several different criteria: price, the service, and you can actually customize those fields. But here's what that template looks like. And then they can go ahead and review and fill out the review. The important thing to do is people will review and connect with humans, and that's typically why it's best to get your tech to ask for that review while he's out in the field, while he's engaged with the homeowner, instead of do the job and then 2 days later they get an email, hey, how was our service? That person is they're on to something completely different. They're probably not even thinking about the work that you've done unless it was a major project. So it's important to include that emotional piece in there and get the review process started right there as your tech is on the job, leaving the job. And here's another cool thing with this whole process. As a business owner, or if you're managing this process or overseeing this, you get a complete dashboard report of how your techs are doing, how many review requests they sent out, how many have actually left reviews, and what the ratings of those reviews are. So this is really cool. What some businesses do, they put up some prizes, $250 Amazon gift card or an iPad, or depending on where your business is at and what you can afford to do, you can create all these incentives for your service techs and installers or whatever, for whatever type of business you're in, to go out and build actual customer relationships, because they want that review. It's this competitive nature now where they have something to gain from it. So it's very cool from an employee standpoint, and that's really how you make this machine work for you, is through employee buy-in. And we have a ton of really good ideas and things that we've seen work for other clients to really get them to buy into the whole process. And again, it's not like you're asking much. It literally takes less than 30 seconds, maybe a minute, to check into these jobs. And for the amount of benefits that it carries with it, it is absolutely something that you need to be doing if you are a home service contractor and you want to grow your business, or at least have a steadier stream of business when the time of year is slow, if you're in a seasonal area. So I hope this makes sense as far as the process on how to do it. Oh, and I was going to show, here is the back end, the admin dashboard. You can see that you're able to see the different reps and how their reviews are and what the reviews were and all that stuff. So it is a complete solution to building reviews. We usually do, with a lot of clients, that the reviews are one thing. Typically, if they're trying to build reviews, it really comes down to generating leads. That's the end goal, right? Is to, all these reviews and all these, all this nice stuff, this reputation is great, but you can't go to the grocery store and buy your groceries with your reputation. That needs to, it ultimately needs to end up turning into leads and turning into business, so you can either grow your business or be in a more comfortable position for you and your family, and of course all your employees that are working with you and for you. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to send you a video on the lead generation process and how we integrate all of this together to create a really sustainable flow of phone calls and leads coming in, and then with this reputation being built out and really making a buying decision easy, you'll see business will just continue to increase, and you'll really get into a growth stage where you can choose the clients you want to work with and the type of work that you want to do. You don't just have to take every job that comes along. And that's our goal with every client that we work with, is to really find out what type of work do you want to be doing, and let's start targeting those leads and get your reputation to the point where you get to pick and choose. All right? I hope this video was helpful, and we'll stay in touch via email. I'll send you another video link. I hold live web classes, and that form is down below this video. You can fill that out and sign up if you would like, where I kind of walk through a little different variation of this, but show the process, show some results. I answer a lot of stuff, answer some pricing questions, the process, how it works, implementing it, pretty much everything A to Z as far as what we specialize in. So you can sign up for that if you'd like, or give us a call, and I'll get that other video on lead generation sent to your email as well. So keep a lookout for that, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.